Morning, everybody. How's it going? Morning, it's Jose Reynoso, your stick of health man. Check it out, we got our stick of health mom over here. Hi, Mommy.
Morning, amigos aztecas. Yo los saludo con mucho cariño porque me estiman. Y los que no les guste yo, pues de todos modos los saludo. Porque para todo hay, ¿verdad? Para todos hay mientras no arrebatino.
See?
Sí.
So, how's everybody doing today, huh? So, today is Thursday,
Este no tiene gel.
January 30th. Really? Not again. What? Not again. Buenos días, mi abuelita y tío. Buenos saludos, ahora sobrino aquí, Rubén Rodríguez. Buenos días. Buenos días, Holmes. Hey, Holmes. What you doing, Sparky? How's it going, man? Nice to have you here this morning. Right on. Hello, and that's from the Curious Loon. Curious Loon. Oh, that sounds pretty cool. So, are you a Looney Tune? Okay, Araceli dice, good morning, blessings. Thank you, baby. Appreciate that very much. Today is Thursday, January 30th, and here we are this morning. We're about to have some coffee here. Hello from Hawaii. That's Rachel. Hey, Rachel, how you doing, babe? Aloha. Hey, aloha means hello and means goodbye also, right? Isn't that right? Somebody that's from Hawaii told me that. It said that in Hawaii you say hello and goodbye by aloha. Hello from Santa Barbara County. Right on. And that's from Michelli. I don't think I said that right, but anyways, Rachel says yes. All right, aloha, Rachel. So, anyways, you guys, today is January 30th, and I was watching Michelle. Okay, thank you, Michelle. Appreciate that. Good morning over here on YouTube to Annie the God. Enemy the God. How you doing, God? Thank you, Mommy. So it's good morning from Lottie, California. Thank you very much. And that's from Romans chapter, right? Well, I hope you have a good day. God bless. Thank you very much, Miranda. Thank you, baby. Darwin and Jared send their greetings.
Miranda, ya ponte tu minifalda. Cuando vayas a juego, se te mira hasta la espalda, pero Miranda, quítate esa minifalda. No es para ti, es la canción.
Yeah, it's a funny song, guys. No worries, Miranda.
Soy funny poquito.
It's hella funny sometimes. Okay, dice aquí, Michelle says, if you can ask your mom to keep my mother in prayers, my mom is going through chemo and radiation. I sure will. Let me ask her right now, Michelle. Mamá.
El café, sí.
Dice aquí Michelle, dice que si por favor, si le puedes hacer un favor, que dice que si le puedes tener a su mamá en tus rezos, porque dice que su mamá, ella está está haciendo quimo y le están dando eso de radiación, o sea, tiene cáncer, pues. Y dice que si le puedes hacer un favor de pues,
sí, si se lo hago ahorita, nomás bueno, sí. Padre Santísimo, en el nombre del Padre, del Hijo, del Espíritu Santo. Amén.
Dice que su mamá se llama Delfina.
Ok. Padre mío, Padre Celestial, mándale el alivio a esta señora Delfina porque tiene su familia, su hija, sus amistades que la estiman y espero y confío en ti, Señor. Te lo pido de todo corazón. No quiero ver que se muera alguien. Me, me, me ganó la nostalgia triste. No puedo hablar.
Okay, my mom says that she feels very bad. You know, it's the Bangladesh. Okay, enemy, the goddess from Bangladesh. Okay, my mom says she got caught up on her words. She wishes your mom the very best, Michelle, and your mom Delfina. Okay, my mom will probably clear her throat in a minute. I'm pretty sure she'll do another prayer for you. Okay. Let's see. Good morning, says Stacy the Super. All right, Stacy the Super. Love you, baby. Super love you. Miranda, giggling over there. Okay, Miranda. Dice aquí, Roman, the chapter says, greetings to your mom. I thank you very much. Dice, she's cute. Right? My mom's hella cute. Thank you very much. And it's not just me saying because it's my mom, but my mom is very cute, you guys. Candy says, hi. Hey, Candy, how you doing? I got a sweet tooth for Candy. Thank you, Candy. Okay, dice, Miranda says, mini falda, nah, I wore those in my 20s, not anymore. Do you know the song though, right? You know the song, Miranda, Miranda, quítate tu mini falda, Miranda, porque cuando bailas el cumbión, cumbión, se te mira hasta la espalda. Yeah, that's a very funny song. And, I was going to ask you how old you are, but I'm sorry, I shouldn't ask. Encourage more viewers to share. Thank you very much, Kate. Appreciate that for the sharing. Appreciate that. Says Darla and Jared send their greetings. Dorian, right? Dorian and Jared. Thank you very much, Dorian and Jared, for your greetings. Appreciate that very much. Remember, Jose Reynoso, your sticker health man, says hello. Appreciate that. Amén, dice aquí Mario Pérez. Gracias, Mario. Papi Chulo says, a blessings from your mom for me. All right, I'll ask her in a minute when she comes back, okay? Dice, Darian and Jared send their greetings. Thank you very much. Reyes Espinosa. Hey, thank you for all the balloons over here on YouTube. I mean, on Instagram and Facebook. Appreciate that very much. Ciao. Chewy. El Chewy. Es mi carnal. Right on, Chewy. Thank you. Dice Emilio, ¿verdad? Yeah, Emilio. Oh, hang on a minute, you guys. You guys are going way too fast again. Okay, here we go. Miranda says, precious love. Love you both are beautiful people. Thank you very much. She's truly special. Thank you very much. My mom is truly special, you guys. I love my mom very much. And then thank you very much for getting the number one gifter badge from Dead Skin Massacra. All right. Appreciate it. You're welcome, Michelle. Thanks for the prayers. You're welcome, Michelle. She'll do another prayer in a little while. My mom likes to do that. We'll dedicate it to your mom again, okay? And when I leave, she likes to bless me before I head out to the world, and I'll ask her to include your mom in there for you, okay? All right. Dice Eric Albisudes. Dice, those are indeed heartfelt prayers. My mom means it from the heart, you guys. My mom she's not faking it. She truly believes in the power of prayer. Gracias, madre. Okay, so she made me 2 sandwiches. Look at that. Isn't I a very lucky guy? I'm a mama's boy. All right, you guys. He said, Chewy, thank you very much for the follow, Chewy. Robert says, I love your family, Jose. How old are you, Jose? I am 52 years old right now, Robert. I turned 52 November 30th. So I'm 52. Thank you very much for asking. Check it out, see? Peanut butter and jelly. This is kind of like beans for me. I love peanut butter and jelly. And I love beans too. All right, you guys. Let me see. Thank you very much for the gifts. I appreciate that, Linda. 60. Thank you, baby. Ghost Flower says, good morning. Good morning to you, baby. Thank you, Linda, for the follow. Linda 60. Appreciate that very much, baby. Says, good morning from Sunnyvale. All right. Sunnyvale's right up the street, kind of. I live in Santa Rosa. Sunnyvale's about an hour and a half or so from here. It's in the South Bay, right? Stacy, the super says, blessed to have your mom. I am very blessed to have my mom. Are you still a young man? I don't know, 52 years old. I don't know. I don't feel that young anymore, to be honest with you. I can feel the years on my back already, and I don't feel like an old man or nothing, but I do feel the years now. 52 years old. I can't say, oh yeah, I feel like I'm 18 years old. No. Okay, give me a second here, everybody. Dice aquí. Let me see. Thank you very much. We got La Chaparrita Garza. Thank you very much. She says, good morning from Texas. Thank you, baby. I love all the pretty girls in Texas, especially you. Okay, Chaparrita. Muchas gracias. And then Carmen Paste Mante. Hey, Daisy. How you doing, baby? There's my favorite person from New York City. Daisy, everybody. Daisy was my first drawing drawing person on my drawing show. Daisy was the very first person I do a drawing for. I love you, Daisy. Remember, Jose loves Daisy. Love you, Mama. Dice, I'm okay. Had to wake up early today. All right. Well, I'm glad you're here, Mama. Yeah. So, anyways, you guys, Daisy, she's the first person that I dedicated a drawing to on my drawing show. I was drawing last night. I'm drawing this Mexican eagle right now, right? Because I love you too, Daisy. Because there's a lot of stuff going on with immigration and, you know, the migras hating on my people, and I don't like that at all. Good morning, Jen Cruz. Good morning. Hi, Mom. Thanks, Jen Cruz. Appreciate that very much. All the balloons, appreciate that very much. And so, yeah, so I'm drawing in Mexican Eagle right now, dedicating it to all the, not just the Mexicanos, everybody out there that being targeted for deportation, you know, and it's not just Latin America. There's people from Pakistan, there's people from all over the world that are being targeted for deportation. And so, but I'm doing a Mexican eagle because my mom me puso que el águilo means it's a male eagle is what águilo means, right? And my mom, she named me el águilo, ¿verdad, ma? ¿Que tú me pusiste el águilo?
Sí. Mira, todavía la conserva caliente. Oh, y también le puse una, cuando yo estaba joven, una que me, no enemiga, pero sí era pues muy tremenda. Le puse la garza lagunera. Le puse la garza y ya después toda la gente le decía la garza y le dicen todavía la garza, pero lagunera yo es que como yo estaba de soltera, chica, pues todavía no estaba muy grande, muy de edad, y estaba recién casada y me caía gordo porque nomás nos miraba a mí, a mi hermana y a otra amiga de nosotros ahí en mi casa, y luego el marido ahí está, bésila y luego pues una vez me hizo enojar, le dije, diablo de garza lagunera. Ya después toda la gente, y así se le quedó en todo Janamata. Garza lagunera.
Hay un saludo ahí para la garza lagunera. Ahí de Janamato, Michoacán.
Y luego otra persona también le decían que el engallinado. ¿El
engallinado?
Sí. Ese no le puse yo, le puso mi papá. Ay, era su concuño y dice, ay, empelillado, ¿qué tal cómo le puso? Te bajo aquí un café para que te lleves. Mira, sure. Le dura 18 lo tibio.
No, pero es que mucho café también me hace mal.
Anda, tú, más daño te hace no tomártelo.
Pero pues aquí me estoy tomando mamá, mira.
Ah, pues ya.
Thank you, Mom. Appreciate it very much. Okay, you guys, moving on here. Let me see. You guys are going way too fast. Give me a second.
Le puse el empelía porque era muy pelotón.
Oh, muy pelotón. Pelotón means lazy. When Mexican people do this, that means they're lazy. Go crazy. Go crazy. Don't let your body be lazy. Get your stick of health on Walmart online, or stickerhealth.com, Flip, and Amazon. Órale. All right, when you try to be lazy, power up with a stick of health, everybody. Right on. Let's keep it going.
También les dicen los haraganes, el haragán, el bolsón, el semillón, el tolondrón y el
Those are all words for lazy people. Okay, okay, good morning, says aquí Mike Lobato. Thank you, Mike. Appreciate that. Good morning to you, sir. Thank you, Stacy, so much for getting the #1 gifted badge. Appreciate that, Stacy. Stacy says, hi, mama. Okay, and then Carmen, aquí te manda a saludar Stacy, the Superman.
Yo también la mando a saludar y que Dios me la cuide y me la bendiga.
All right, my mom says she hopes that God takes care of you and blesses you very much, Stacy. Okay, dice Carmen Paste Mare says, I said morning from San Bernardino. Orale, right on. Thank you very much from San Bernardino. Appreciate that. And thank you for the follow. I appreciate that very much, Mike. Jesus says, Buenos dias, Mr. Benny. Mr. Benny? Wow, that's a new one.
Oh, ya sé por qué le puse, porque me decía que yo no crecía, que estaba muy... Ay, ¿por qué estás tan chaparrita? Le dije, pues además no estoy como garza lagunera.
Oh, so cute. All right, guys. Thank you very much. Jesus says, Buenos dias, Mr. Benny. Thank you very much. Where do you get Mr. Benny from? Let me know. I'm kind of curious. Okay, from Utah. All right, Mike from Utah. Shout out to you, homie. Appreciate that, Mike. Thank you, Mike, for all the gifts. Appreciate that very much. You just got the #2 gifted badge. Appreciate that, Mike. Josie Reyes, thank you for the follow, baby. Patrick Fitzgard says, they are coming for you. Who? Who's coming for me? Is it your sister or your tia? Is there a knock at your door? A ver. Who is it? Keep on knocking, but you can't come in. Come back tomorrow and try it again. Linda says, you're blessed to have your mom. Thank you very much, Linda. I lost mine when I was 25. Wow. You know, I am very blessed to have my mom now. I'm 52 years old and I still have her. So, you know, I'm very blessed. Thank you very much, Linda. Thank you for the gift, Linda. Appreciate that very much. You just got the #1 gifted badge. All right. Patrick says, can you run? Why would I run? All right, this guy needs to see my Migra video. You're talking about the immigration, right, Patrick? Is that what you're talking about? Give me a second. All right. Let's see. Thank you very much for the follow. Ramenos? Appreciate that. Thank you very much. Hang on a minute. Okay, you guys are going way too fast again. Laura Patrick, thank you very much. Thank you for the follow. Harmony, right? Thank you, Harmony. Appreciate that. That sounds very gentle and peaceful. I like that name, Harmony. That's sweet. Raúl says, no va a trabajar hoy, compa. No, hoy no voy a trabajar. Hoy voy a ir a pescar. Gracias for the follow. Appreciate that, Raúl. Good morning, says GPN. Thank you very much. Buenos días, jefa. Que Dios me la bendiga. Dice Fodel. Thank you very much, Fodel. Jesus says, good morning, Mr. Benny. Hey, where do you get that Mr. Benny from? Let me know, please. Mario, how you doing? Good morning to you. What's up, perrito? Wow. Aquí nomás, I'm having some coffee, getting ready to go fishing. All right, moving on. Thank you very much for the follow, JBN. Appreciate that. Sarah, thank you for the follow, Sarita. Sarah, right? Sarah, thank you, baby. Connie, thank you very much. And thank you again, Stacy, the super. Thank you for the gifts. I appreciate that. And thank you for the follow, Fadel. Thank you, Fadel. Coffee con pan. That's right. It's the Mario pan, peanut butter, and jelly here with my cafecito. It's going to start my day real good, man. Thank you very much. Hey, thank you for the heart. We appreciate that. Jazzy, right, Jazzy? Thank you very much. Appreciate that. From Arizona, your mom is nice. Thank you very much. Easy to run. Thank you for the follow, Diana. Appreciate that. Diana Q. That sounds pretty. Cassie. God bless you guys. Thank you very much. God bless you too also. Thank you for the gifts. Jessie J. That sounds very classy. I like that. Patsy says, good morning, Sunshine family. God bless. Thank you very much. El Cortes. Muchas gracias, El Cortes. You're giggling back there? Right on. Rixelo. Stacy the super says, laugh out loud. Right on, Stacy the super. Okay, everybody's giggling back there. All right, that sounds cool. I hope you guys like it, right? I was waiting for that person to comment back, the one that was telling me if I could run. He was saying that there was somebody knock on my door, saying they're coming to get me. I hope it's some pretty girls. Maybe his sister. I love your positive attitude, says Josie Reyes. Thank you, Josie. Appreciate that. I mean, what am I supposed to do, right? Am I supposed to be all, oh my God, you're being so mean to me? No, I got no time for that. I'd rather just enjoy life as it is. Buenos dias from Big O. Thanks a lot, Big O. User 19 million. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Lizzie Vizzy. Ooh, I like that. Sounds very sexy. Hi, Lizzie Vizzy. And Jazzy, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that very much. We got Octavio says, make America humble again. These haters ocupan una. I can't say that because my mom and my dad, they don't want me to say stuff like that. My dad especially, he doesn't like it when I swear. He doesn't like it if I'm being like negative, and he's right there. So I'm not going to repeat it, but I know exactly what you mean. He means an ass whooping. Just ignore them. They're fine. Polly G says, good morning. Hey, thank you, Polly G. Okay, Desert Dreams says, I'm going fishing too. Hey, let's go. Let's go. I love to go fishing. I haven't been fishing in about a week now, and I need to go fishing. When I go fishing, it kind of like resets my mind. You know, like I'll be stressing, stress, and then you go fishing and it'll go, then you start at zero again. That's the way I do it. All right, Jackie, thank you for the follow, babe. Michelle Cordova says, good morning from Phoenix, Arizona. Thank you, Michelle. Appreciate that very much, baby. Jackie says, good morning, homie. Around, Jackie. Good morning to you. Appreciate that very much. Hang on a minute, because you guys are going way too fast again. Good morning from Phoenix, Arizona. All right. Y luego dice, a trabajar, compa. Dice K was, right? All right, you be careful at work, okay? Try to stay chill. Don't work too hard, but do your part. You know what I mean? When we go to work, we gotta at least, earn what we get paid. I'm not saying be lazy, but don't like stress yourself either. Just, do normal. Just normal work is normal pay. It's great. Okay, hello, good morning to you and your mom. Thank you very much, Chrissy. Good morning, Tucson, Arizona, says Jackie. All right, baby. Thank you for coming in and letting us know. We love people from Arizona, especially you, Jackie. Lupe, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that very much, Lupe. Dice, Pasadena, Texas, in the house. Says Chrissy. Thank you, Chrissy. Saludos de Sonora, Mexico. This is Rob. Thanks, Rob. I appreciate that. Hope you're staying chill over there. Hello from Oklahoma. All right. Arriba, Jalisco. ¿Qué más? Oh. Arriba, Jalisco, dice aquí Mayra. Gracias, Mayra. I like Jalisco girls like you, baby. All right. Criador Los Jimenez says, what's up, OG? Aquí nomás, man. Just having some peanut butter and jelly sandwich here. My coffee. Having a great time. La Migra, dice aquí, yo, Roger. Don't worry, I'm not scared of La Migra. Michelle says, hello. Hi, Michelle, baby. Cordova. Right on, mama. Rob says, chamber a chambear en California para darle. All right, man. Hay que trabajar en California, hay que trabajar en Arizona, hay que trabajar en Texas, wherever it takes, man. We got to make America great again. Okay? United we stand. Let's not be apart. Let's stay together. That's what makes America great. Okay? All right. Come fishing in Arizona. Yo, man, if I ever make it to Arizona, Michelle, I'm gonna go fishing with you, baby. Hey, Rose, man. Thank you so much for the heartbeat. Appreciate that. All right, if I ever make it to Arizona, Michelle, me and you go fishing, baby. I'll bring the fishing pole. I'll bring the bait. You just show me where the water's at. We'll catch a couple of mermaids. All right? All right. Thank you very much. Aruiz. Thank you very much for all the gifts. Appreciate that very much. Thank you for the follow. 392 Junior Laurel, right? Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow. Also, Mario Perez. Gracias, Mario. Stay safe. Safety first. Thank you for the follow. Desert Dreams. That's a cool name. I like that. Desert Dreams. Gold Moth says, sup, man? Got a whole lot of homes. Just, trying to keep it going here. Thank you very much for the follow. M at Y. Angelina dice, hello from Texas. Hello, girls from Texas, baby. All right, I love Texas girls. Okay, dice, hello, friend. You support the Latino immigrant race? Of course I do. I'm Mexican myself. Yesterday I was, okay, speaking about that, yesterday people were asking me, right, I was doing my drawing show, and they were asking me about, to tell my experience with the immigration, right? And I told the story about how I snuck into the United States when I was a little boy. Okay, so I snuck into the United States, and I got caught several times. And I was telling the whole story about that yesterday on my show when I was doing my drawing part of my session last night, right? So I was telling that story. It's a very cool story. I don't know if you guys have time for me to tell it right now, and you probably don't want to hear it, but if you want me to tell it, I'll tell it again. Hello from Houston, Texas. Dice aquí Rose Mendoza, mamacita. Thank you for the heart, me baby. I appreciate that. So far gone, says 60 dead after plane crash in D.C. Wow. Pobrecitos. Well, at least they're probably up there in heaven with God already. Remember that when we die, we go to a better place. All right. Sacramento, dice aquí Longhorn 007. Are you related to James Bond? No te digo, dice, buenos mornings, compa, saludos. Thanks, man, appreciate that, compa. Gracias por el saludo. Okay, dice aquí, thank you for the follow, MMGL89. Thank you very much.
¿Ya no vas a querer agua caliente para pagarlo?
No, yo ya no, madre. Muchas gracias, mamá. Tell it. All right, I'm going to tell you guys. Since there's a lot of migra stuff going on, I'm going to tell it. Tell it, Francis, aquí, Jackie. All right, Jackie, I'm going to tell you the story, baby. It takes a while, though, okay? It's not a long story, but it's got a lot of details. And I'm going to tell it to you right now, okay? Just to say much respect, mucho amor from San Diego. Thank you very much, babe. And that's for Medrono. ¿Verdad? Thank you, Miguel. Thank you, appreciate that. Buenos dias from Phoenix, Arizona. Thanks, R. Are you a pirate? R. Tell it. Okay, I got it. I'm gonna tell it right now. ¿Trabaja día y noche usted o qué? Sí, con las damas. Ron Damman. Okay, right on. Shout out from Caltrans. All right, Danny. Shout out to Caltrans people out there, especially you, Danny. God bless everyone. Says be blessed. Hey, thank you. Be blessed. Tell me, says Jackie. Okay, here it is. I'm gonna tell the story, you guys. I'm gonna tell the story about when I was a little boy and I snuck into the United States of America. Here we go. Okay, it's a long story, so hang tight. Grab your coffee, grab something to eat, because this story is gonna take a little while to tell. And as God knows, God is my witness that's the way I'm gonna be telling you the story is the very truth. Okay. All right. Saludos para tu jefita. Aquí dice aquí.
Muchas gracias y yo también la saludo. Y ahora sí que estoy lista para contestar lo que yo pueda y sepa contestar.
Ajá.
Pero yo también era buena para poner nombres, nomás.
Eres
Miraba y si no me caían y me ofendían, les ponía uno bien plantado. A otra le puse la changa platanera.
¿La changa platanera? ¿Y a quién le pusiste la changa platanera?
No, porque son muy matones y luego me vienen y me truenan.
Entonces mejor no digas nada. Drink your coffee because your boss is getting angry. I have no boss. I am the boss. Remember, I'm a masonry contractor. I work for myself. Nobody yells at me. This is my boss right here.
Sí.
That's the main boss. Okay. Saludos, señora. Hi, la changa. Sí, te oye.
Ella ya sabe, la changa platanera que yo le puse.
Ahora le dice, hola, tocayo. Dice aquí mi tocayo José. Lucy says, Steel, te falta un safety helmet para la jefa. Ay, no, ¿y quieres que te traiga un casco a ti también, ma?
No, a mí no me gustan. No me gustan.
Yo
tengo el mío. Dejen traerlo para enseñarse.
Okay, you guys, my mom's gonna get her cute little hat. She has one. Watch this. All right, so I'm gonna tell the story about when I was a little boy, and I came to the United States illegally. I am all good on my immigration status and everything, so there's nothing wrong with me telling the story, okay? And as God is my witness, I'm going to tell you the story exactly the way I remember it, okay? All right, here we go. So when I was a little boy, right? When I was a little boy, I don't know, I was like 5 or 6 or something like that, right? I'm talking about like, in the late 70s. You're so blessed to have your mommy. Thank you very much. I like it when people call her mommy. Yeah, story time. All right, get ready then. You got your coffee ready? Here we go. All right, so there it was, right? I was a little boy, and I was living in Hanamoto, Michoacan. That's in Michoacan. And I was a little boy. My mom here, when we were little kids, my mom left us in Mexico with our grandparents because my dad sent for her first. My dad sent for her first. Look at that. California Republic. Thank you, Mommy. That looks cute, Mom. So pretty, Mom.
Soy viejita, pero me gusta lo moderno.
My mom says she's a little late, but she's up to date.
lana buena. Ajá. Y hasta tiene los barbiquejos de piel.
Cafecito, dice aquí, Friar Saren. Ok. Alright, you guys. Arriba Michoacán, dice aquí, Gerard. No, Maisali. Oh, wow, Mom. You look so pretty, Mom.
Yo quiero que no me mire bien, pero a mí me gusta. Cuando me gusta algo, me lo compro. Si traigo pues dinero y si no, pues ya nomás miro como el chinito.
How far
yo
from
tenía ganas de una
Chavinda, Michoacán? I don't know. Mama needs a horse. Madre, dicen aquí que te compre un caballo.
Mi papá tenía muchos.
Hermosa su madrecita. Muchas gracias, Magical Dreamer. Hey, right on, Magical Dreamer. Que papá Dios la bendiga. Gracias. Okay, you guys. So, says así se hace chulada. Tú te compras lo que quieres. All right.
Y luego mi rebozo y otros que me hago yo, así como en el gancho.
All right, you guys. So I'm gonna keep telling you guys the story about how I snuck into the United States as an illegal alien when I was a little boy. Okay, so I'm gonna tell the story. I'm probably not gonna be able to answer your comments. So if you want to keep putting in your comments, go ahead. But I'm gonna tell you guys the story. Les voy a contar la historia, madre, de cuando yo vine a los Estados Unidos. Okay. Okay, mira. So like I was telling you guys, when I was a little boy, this is in the late 70s.
Ahorita no tengo tanto frío porque me puse 2 camisas y una camiseta abajo. Y luego ya con mi rebocito viejo y aquí lo traigo.
All right.
Este era de mi mamá, no era mío.
This is my grandma's. When before she died, she gave it to my mom. That's why she loves this little shell. All right, you guys.
Ella tenía el rebozo de la marca de los otros, de Adelita, de esos meros buenos que usan las artistas.
Well, I speak English more than Spanish. Yes, I speak more English than Spanish. The Spanish that I speak is the Spanish that my parents have taught us here at the house, because when I was a little boy, I was raised in American schools. So, as you know, in schools, they teach you English. So the Spanish, most of the Spanish, 90% of the Spanish that I know was from here, from the house, speaking to my parents.
Somos pobres, pero yo, cuando me gusta una cosa, junto de poquito.
You want to hear again about my poor little grandma? Hey, were you listening to me last night? All right, well, I'm going to tell that same story right now, okay? People were asking me, they're curious about it, and I know a lot of you ain't going to watch it on YouTube, so I'm just going to go ahead and tell it right now, okay, baby? Thank you, Grisela. Okay, Grisela. Mr. Roman, good morning. All right, thank you very much. Yes, I was. Okay, here we go. I'm going to tell the story again. For those of you that have never heard it, pay attention, okay? So there I was, right? There I was. I was a little boy in the late 70s, and my mom here, she left us with our grandparents in Guanajuato, right? And my dad sent for her first with my older brother. My mom left us in care of our grandparents, my dad's parents, in Guanajuato, all right? My mom came over here, and I still remember when my mom left. It's like a dream to me, but I still remember her, right?
Yo regresé a los 12 años para allá, para Guanajuato. Acá vivíamos en Mexicali y en Colima, y luego viníamos seguido acá para los United States, porque acá tenía el hermano y mi abuelo tenía también hermanos acá, y mi padrino de bautismo, pues acá vivía también.
So my mom, what she's saying is that she has been to the United States since she was a little girl, when her parents used to bring her as a child, okay?
Y fue cuando me descubrió mi mamá, tenía yo solitaria. Y por eso todavía me acuerdo del remedio que me daba ella, y con eso se me salió la solitaria.
I don't think my mom's gonna...
Sí, tenía una solitaria yo, chiquita. Y entonces era la primera vez que cuando entré para los Estados Unidos de 7 a 8 años. Y entonces mi mamá se pasó conmigo, y entonces yo iba a agarrar el papel, dice, no, espérate, dice, mira, ¿qué estás arrojando? Dijo, es una solitaria, y agarró mucho papel, pero se mochó, pues entonces dijo, ya sé qué tienes, y me curaba, me Yo ya sé con qué se salen las solitas.
Okay, Easy says, your English isn't really good. Well, I don't care. It's good enough. Thank you very much. So anyways, you guys, I'm going to keep telling my story, okay, about how when I was a little boy, I snuck into the United States and I got caught by the migra. Okay, so here it is. My mom, like I was telling you, my mom left us over there in Hamato with my dad's parents, right? And I remember when my mom left, I was a little boy. She was crying her little head up. Ay, me cuidan mis hijos, les hacen su jaletina. Y que nos dejó ahí con una tía, mi tía Lupe. And my mom left us there, right? My mom left us there in Hanamuato with our grandparents. And my mom left, right? And I was still a little tiny little boy. And I remember her leaving. And I knew she was leaving, but she was, she was telling my tias to take me to the store so they could buy me candy, and that way that I wouldn't see her leave. But my mom was crying her poor little head out. Look at her, right? So anyways, there I was, right? So my mom, she sent us to the store, and she left, right? She left. My mom left, and we were there with our grandparents for years, right? We were there for years, and I still remember. A nosotros todavía, we got my brother Eligio and my sister Angelica. We were there, the three of us, right? And so when we were there, we were still doing cowboy stuff, okay? My job was to take care of the cows up in the Los Cerros. Mi jale mío era cuidar las vacas, okay? So I was a little boy with about 30 cows and a goat. So I would go up into the hills and take the cows up there, because over there, there was no such thing as, oh yeah, put them in the barn and put hay for them to feed and all that. There was none of that. You got to take them up into the hills so they graze, on the land, right? So then, we were over there. We were working there, and my brother Eligio and I, between the two of us, we could still control the plow. Para los que ustedes que conocen el arao, okay, mi hermano Eligio, él con las dos manos, he could still guide the plow, okay. And then me, as a little boy, my job with the jarocha was to poke the huellas, okay. So they go straight, because there's two toros, okay? There's two oxen. They got the yoke across, and then sometimes they will go crooked, right? And then you get a crooked ass line. So you poke the one that's going the slowest, you poke it a little bit, and it'll catch up, and it'll straighten back up. So my brother Eligio, he could still, barely with both hands, he could still control the plow, right? And I'd be on the side of him with the jarucha to poke at the toros, right? So anyway, there we were, and then one day, I remember this very, very, to me, this is all kind of like a dream, right? But if God knows that I'm telling you the story, it's best the truth. This is the truth. So I remember one time, right? My abuelita, que Dios la tenga en su gloria, my dad called her up, and in our little hometown, there was only one telephone, and it was a public phone. And they called her up, hey, you got a call from somebody in the United States. And I went with my grandma.
Fue muy buena mi suegra, y la quise y la quiero.
My mom says my grandma was very good to her.
Me daba caldo hasta los 40 días ella. Y me hacía tostadas y me compraba unos panes que se llaman de agua y con mi chocolate, bien bueno.
Okay. So anyways, there we were, right? My grandma got this call, you guys. My grandma got this call. And I remember, because I used to follow my grandma everywhere my grandma went. I would follow her. I was her shadow. So there we were, right? Estábamos allí, and there was a payphone. It was inside a building. It was the only phone anywhere around in those days. So I remember being right there with my grandma. My grandma would be talking on the phone. My grandma, she had bad hearing, right? And I could, when somebody's talking on the phone and you could hear what that other person is saying through the little speaker, but my grandma, she had bad hearing, so she'd be like, ¿Qué dices, hijo? Talking to my dad, right? And so my dad would be saying, well, Mama, I want you to bring my kids to the United States now. I'm going to be sending for you. Good morning. And so I want you to bring my kids to the United States. I'm going to be sending you some money. And I want you to bring them over here to the United States, right? And my grandma, she couldn't hear nothing. And I was a little boy, and I was telling her, Grandma, I can hear what he's saying. I know what he's saying, Grandma. Because I was excited. I'm like, hey, I'm leaving this place. Yahoo! All right, so anyways, my dad sent for us, And this happened all in about a week. Okay, this happened in about a week. My dad sent money for my grandma to bring us up to the United States, and I remember when we left, it was me, my grandma, mi abuelita, mi tía, mi otra tía, her baby, my brother, and my sister. So there was 7 of us. Okay, there was 7 of us. They were leaving for the United States, para el norte, como le decían en esos días, right? So I was very excited. I was thinking to myself, oh, wow, I'm leaving this hellhole. Because life wasn't good for me over there, you guys. I was not having a blast, okay? So that's one of the reasons why I never go back to Mexico. So anyways, there I was, right? My dad sent for us. And then my grandma is her and her daughter and my tias. We were all leaving, 7 of us, okay? And I remember the day we left, right? We left in this big bus from Puruandero, okay? And so when we left, we didn't bring no luggage, okay? We weren't going on vacation. This was a change of life for us, 100%. So we weren't, traveling to some fancy vacation. No, right? We were leaving. So we left our hometown. We were on the road for 3 days, okay? From 3 days and 3 nights, we drove on that bus forever towards the United States, so it's el norte, right? And I remember because I was a little boy and I was, peeking out the window and I was looking everywhere. I've never seen so many cars in my life, okay? So there we were, right? There we were. And, mira, nomás para que veas que miracles do exist, okay? Y esto se los digo la mera verdad. Dios es mi testigo que es la verdad. All right, so here we go.
No, nunca debes de...
Madre,
cuando una persona me jura a Dios...
No, yo no, madre, yo no estoy jurando.
No, por cualquier cosita, no se jura. No,
sí,
no,
sí,
no,
ya sé. Déjame explicar la historia porque luego me la vas a arruinar.
Ok,
pero yo nomás lo que estoy diciendo es que Dios sabe que todo lo que estoy diciendo es la verdad. Okay, so there we were, right? There we were. We got to Tijuana, okay? To Tijuana, we got to the terminal there in Tijuana. Big place, a lot of buses. There was a lot of people, a lot of things going on, okay? You're very welcome. You're very welcome. So there we were, right? We got off the bus. There was a million people all around, and I was still a tiny little kid, right? And so it was all of us. Era mi abuelita, mi tía, mi otra tía, a little baby, my sister, my brother, and myself. There were 7 of us. Y luego, no le miento, we got in a taxi, okay? We got a taxi there in Tijuana, okay? Agarramos un taxi ahí en Tijuana. And my grandma, God bless her soul, she had this address. Mi abuelita tenía una dirección en un papel allí que decía Chuche, okay? Y tenía la dirección de la señora esa Chuche, se llamaba Jesús. Okay, so nosotros nos subimos en un taxi, right? We're in that taxi, and the taxi is driving us around Tijuana, okay? Y ahí en Tijuana, there was a lot of people. I've never seen so many people in my life, you guys, okay? And so the taxi, and I remember this very clearly, and like I'm telling you the truth, okay? God knows that I'm telling you the truth. I remember, yo me acuerdo que mi abuelita, my grandma was telling the taxi driver, necesitamos que nos lleve a esta dirección, and she was showing the taxi driver the paper, right, with Chuch's address on there, right? And the taxi driver was telling my grandma, he was telling her, no, señora, va a ser imposible hallar esta dirección. No, ma'am, I'm so sorry, but this is going to be almost impossible for us to find this address in Tijuana, such a big city. It's gonna... El taxi driver le dijo a mi abuelita, esto le va a costar una fortuna, señora, para hallar esta dirección. Va a estar muy difícil. And that stuck in my brain because una fortuna, the first thing that came to my mind was la rueda de la fortuna. You know, the ferry-go, okay, in Mexico, there's the ferry-go-round, okay? The merry-go-round, that's that big wheel that you go up at top, right? For me as a little kid, when that taxi driver said una fortuna, that's what stuck to my head. Una fortuna, yo estaba pensando que decía que la rueda de la fortuna, right? And I'm thinking to myself, my grandma doesn't have one of those. What are we going to do? You know what I mean? That's what I thought as a little boy. And I kid you not, you guys. This guy was trying to sucker my grandma out of a lot of money, right? he was telling her that it was going to cost her a fortune. It's going to be impossible to find this lady and the address. And he was just driving her around, más a puro tonto, telling her that she was going to, need a lot of money. And we had money. My grandma had money. My dad sent her a shitload of money to bring us over here, right? So this guy wanted to sucker my grandma. Y les digo que los miracles do exist. And God is my witness. When my grandma was showing that paper to el taxista, y le estaba diciendo pues que we needed to go to the address, the guy was telling her, no, it's going to cost you a fortune and this and that. And I'm just sitting there, looking at the taxi, looking at my grandma and, back and forth. Y no les miento, Dios es mi testigo, que when we were there, the taxi was on the road like this. There was people everywhere passing. Así un chingo de gente iba así, la verdad, all around the taxi was a lot of people. Y no les miento, I do not lie. God knows I'm not lying. My grandma, de repente, pasó una señora entre la gente, un chingo de gente, a lot of people, right? Y my grandma saw this lady, y luego que dice mi abuelita, Chuchi, Chuchi. And the taxi driver's like, what's wrong with this lady? My grandma ignored the taxi driver. She abrió la puerta del taxi, my grandma. She's like, Chuchi, Chuchi. Y luego, this lady, esta señora dio vuelta. She turned around like this. Y era la señora esa Chuchi, the one. ¿Dónde íbamos a ir? A la dirección de la señora esa Chuchi. It was her. My grandma recognized this lady passing by. She was looking at her through the back. My grandma, she opened the door from the taxi, Chuchi, Chuchi. And that lady turned around. It was that lady, Chuchi. It was her. All right. So my grandma dice, vénganse, aquí es la señora. That lady, Chuchi, she turned around. Luego la miró a mi abuelita y ellas se reconocieron. Ay, comadrita, ¿y cómo está? And all this, right? And God is my witness that is a true story, all right? That lady turned around. They both started crying. Empezaron a llorar las dos, porque pues, las dos se querían mucho. Eran comadres, ¿verdad? So this lady, they started crying and everything. It was a happy moment, right? The taxi driver said, hey, lady, hey, what about me? My grandma was basically, fuck that shit, we all got out of the taxi. Nos bajamos todos del taxi. Y nos fuimos caminando con esa señora ahí por Tijuana. Ella llevaba una bolsita de mandado. She had a little bag of groceries, okay? We walked with that lady to her house. We left the taxi right there in the middle of the street, okay? And tell me, is that a miracle or what? Okay, and God knows that I'm not making this up, okay? My grandma was there. My brothers and sister were there. My tias. We were all there, right? And I'm not making this up. God knows is my witness. And this lady happened to be at the right time, at the right moment, when that taxi driver was trying to take the advantage of the situation, okay? So Dios mandó a la señora esa Chuche para que mi abuelita la mirara y ella la reconoció de la espalda a la señora esa, okay? Okay.
Era bien inteligente mi sobrita. Ella como no sabía leer, pero con granitos de frijol y hacía cuentas grandes. Y pues yo no sé cómo le hacía, pero tenía muy buena cabeza.
Jesus is good. Hang on, it gets better, it gets better. Todavía no acabo con la historia. Espérense un segundo todavía. Okay.
Perdón por interrumpir.
It's okay, Mom. It's okay, Mom. So anyways, right, we were there. That taxi driver was trying to take advantage of the situation, trying to charge my grandma a bunch of money because my grandma had that lady's address written down on a piece of paper. And that driver, it's going to cost you a fortuna. It's going to be impossible and all this and all that, right? When that lady passed by, and a lot of people, if you guys have ever been to Tijuana, you know how many people walk on those streets. It's a lot. Okay, so God sent this lady, Chuchi, to pass next to that taxi so that my grandma would not get ripped off by that taxi driver. Okay, my grandma saw that lady and she started yelling her name, Chuchi, Chuchi. And that lady turned around and it was her. It was her. We all jumped out of the taxi. The taxi's like, hey, man, what about me? Fuck you, you know what I mean? So anyways, we all jumped out of the taxi. We walked with this lady to her house. She lived within walking distance from that taxi. Was driving us around all over Tijuana like idiots, right? He was trying to take advantage of the situation, but he happened to pass right where that lady was walking by. My grandma recognized her. And so we got out of the taxi. We went with this lady to her house. And my grandma told her, "Oh, Chuchi, I'm so sorry. We didn't let you know we were coming, and we were hoping that you could help us out." This lady was crying with my grandma. She said, "Oh, you came to the right place, comadre. Como no? Si my house is your house, and all this and all that, right?" So then we went with that lady Chuche. We went to her house. We walked to her house there, and we were there at her house for about a week. You guys, we were there at her house for about a week. She fed us. We slept on the living room. But you know, us being Mexicans and from little towns, that's normal stuff for us. It's normal stuff, right? No big deal. So then, we stayed at her house for about a week. We were at her house for about a week, and then my
Este es el otro, miren, que tengo también, miren, de la plumita. Este es, no me acuerdo cómo se llama. Ahí tiene la marca.
Okay, so anyways, you guys, we were there, right? Estuvimos ahí en la casa de esa señora for about a week. Okay, she fed us. I remember taking a shower.
Pachuco.
I remember being at her house taking a shower. You know, I was a little boy, so you know, my grandma would take off all my clothes. She would, you know, because we didn't have luggage or nothing. We were on vacation or nothing like that. Okay, so my grandma would take off all my clothes and she would shower me and all that. I'd be running around naked until my clothes dried. So then we were there for a week, right? This lady would take us to church with her. We'd walk down to the church. She would take us to the mercado with her. I would follow my grandma wherever my grandma went. So, you know, my grandma and this Chuchi lady, they were best friends. So this lady would take us everywhere, right? So one day, after being there for about a week in Tijuana at her house, one day we were walking home from church. After church, it was a Sunday. We were walking towards her house again, and then her son, her oldest son, shows up. He shows up in a van. You know, he says, "Hey, mom." So then his mom's like, "Hey, what's going on, son?" Her son said, "Hey, el coyote, ya llegó el coyote, vino por ellos, los está esperando ahí en la casa." He was basically telling her, "Look, the coyote's here. He's waiting for them at our house. So I came out to get you guys." So, oh yeah, so we all jumped in that van. It was a big Ford brown van. I still remember it. He took us back to Chuche's house, right? And he took us back to her house. Y estábamos allí. Llegó el coyote. The coyote, he sat down. You know, we all sat down around him. I remember because my grandma's right there. I was sitting on my grandma's lap because that's, you know, I followed my grandma everywhere, right? And the coyote was telling us the plan. He was telling us what the plan was gonna be. He's okay, look.
Yo también hago mis bolsas, miro, con un costal. Y aquí tengo mis veces de coser a mano. Y ahí pues, ya no miro bien, pero aquí le voy a poner unas asas. Es costal.
Burlap sack. My mom says she just made that.
¿Sí? Okay. Cualquier cosa, igual, no tengo en qué pensar.
Bueno. Okay, you guys. So, anyways, there we were, right? El coyote nos estaba diciendo, mira, nos vamos a ir allí a la frontera y vamos a okay. Pues, quiero acabar esta historia, pues ya casi la acabo.
Sí.
Okay, you guys. So, anyways, el coyote nos estaba diciendo, look, los voy a llevar allí a la frontera. Si los agarra la migra, quiero que digan que andan buscando el baño. So the coyote said he was telling us the plan, what to do, what to say, how to act, and all this and all that. He was coaching us, right? He's all, I'm gonna take you down to the border. If you guys get caught for any reason at all, you tell the migra that you're looking for the bathroom, okay? And I was a little kid, so I'm trying to get all this stuff in my head, right? So there we go. The coyote took us straight, and also the coyote. I forgot this part. The coyote, he brought this little white kid. He was my age also, you know, this little white kid, blonde hair, blue eyes. That little kid made me his friend like that because that was that little kid's job. The coyote told me, look, when we get over there, once you guys go through the migra, this little kid right here, he's gonna be looking for you. He's gonna be waiting for you. As soon as you see him, you follow him. All right, the coyote lo que me estaba diciendo a mí, mira, este niño se llama aquí Jan, no cansa cómo chingo se llama el morrillo. Dice, él te va a estar esperando. Cuando tú mires a Jan, tú síguelo a él. Okay, he was telling me because I was the littlest kid there. El hijo que traía mi tía, pues él todavía estaba en brazos, ¿verdad? But I was the youngest one that could walk. So I'm thinking to him, and this little kid, he was hella cool, you guys. He was hella cool. I became his friend instantly, okay? Instantly. And so there we were, right? There we were. So we got to the border right there in San Isidro, ahí en Tijuana, la frontera que está allí, right? La frontera que está allí, there we were. And cuando llegamos allí, my brother Eligio, he's the smartest one out of all the group, okay?
Es el Buddy Pound.
It's el Buddy Pound. So my brother Leo, he was the smartest one out of all that group, right? My grandma, she was the oldest, and my tias, they were older, but, you know, nosotros somos de un ranchito. We're from a little tiny-ass town, so, you know, estábamos bien tapados. But my brother Eligio, he was the smartest one out of all of us. So anyways, there we go, right? We got to the San Isidro border, and there was a lot of people. I don't know if you guys have been there, but there's a lot of people going through there, right? And there we go, right? We start going through the little bridge they got there, following everybody. And when we got to where they do the check-in for the passports and all that, we started weaving through people like this, you know, little by little, hasta que llegamos hasta el otro lado to where once past where they check you and all that. And so we're sneaking around, going through people and all that. Cuando llegamos al there's a long hallway, okay? And then there's some doors at the very end of that hallway. Once you get to those doors, you're in America, okay? Pero nosotros llegamos allí to those hallways. As soon as we went through those hallways, boom, se abrieron un chingo de puertas. A lot of doors started opening. There was a lot of migrants running around, chasing us, scaring my poor little grandma. Y pues a mi abuelita, pobrecita, a ella fue la primera que la agarraban, ¿verdad? Pues ella estaba viejita. And so my grandma, she's all scared, you know, ay, pidiéndole a Dios allí que no nos tragara la migra. So they caught us, right? They caught us and they took us into this interrogation room. Y ahí nos estaba diciendo la amiga, díganos quién es el coyote, quién los mandó, cómo se llama. Y nos estaban buscando, a ver, telephones or, you know, contact and all that, right? And my poor little grandma, she didn't know what to say. So my brother Eligio, he was basically doing the talking for us, right? Eligio was telling the migra exactly what the migra told them to say. You know, no, pues nosotros andamos perdidos, andamos buscando el baño y pues no, andamos buscando y no lo hallamos. The migra says, stop messing with the, you know, ¿quién es el coyote? ¿Quién los mandó? And all this and all that. And we were all quiet. My brother was the one that was doing the talking, right? So after a while, the migras are like, we're not gonna get anything out of him, Mike or John. You know, the migras are talking amongst themselves English. I didn't know how to speak English yet. And so they're like, okay, let's just let him go then, you know, so just send him back. So that's what the migra did. They walked us back around through everybody, down to that first hallway we came through. The migras all. And I remember this because I was a little boy, so I still was believing that we were actually looking for the bathroom, right? They said, the migra, mira, para allá, sigan por aquí, ya cuando lleguen al otro lado, allá va a estar el baño. She says, go down all this highway, go all the way to the very end. When you guys get to the other side over there, at the end, the bathrooms are right over there. And I was thinking to myself as a child, okay, you know, great. So there we go, right? Vamos caminando through all the hallway. There's a lot of people and everything. We're following my big brother Eligio. He's still a little kid, okay, you guys? He's still a little kid. And we get to the other side, and boom, we're back in Tijuana, right? Ahí estamos en Tijuana otra vez. And I'm thinking to myself, ¿dónde está el baño? Aquí es México. Aquí, pues ya llegamos otra vez donde estamos. So my brother Eligio, he's all, so okay, you guys, ¿saben qué? Pues, he was talking to my grandma. He's all, abuelita, pues ni modo, ya nos agarraron. Vamos a intentarlo otra vez. Sí, licus, le decían licus a mi abuelita, right? So then, there we go. We go again. We go through all the people. We start walking, weaving around people. We get to where the checkpoints are at right there. Like, you know, it's like going to Costco, but there's a million people. And so we weaving through the people, sneaking around like rats or mice or whatever you want to call it. We got to the other side again, right down that long hallway. So we started going through that hallway. Boom! All of a sudden, a bunch of doors open, all right? Ya un chingo de migra por donde quiera otra vez. Y ahí van. scaring my poor little grandma, pobrecita mi abuelita, ahí era que estaba bien espantada, pobrecita. Y ya, pues, ella, there, she was the first one they would grab, and the meter was chasing us around, and, we're little kids, so we're like doing circles around them, right? But eventually they caught us because salían un chingo de migras. Nosotros éramos 7, so salían un chingo de migra y nos agarraban, right? And so, there we go otra vez. Vamos allí to the interrogation room. Okay, tell us who the coyote is. Ahora sí, ya, que esto, que el otro. My brother kept telling them the same story, ¿no? Pues nosotros andamos perdidos, andamos buscando el baño, no sabemos dónde está, y que esto, que el otro. And the migras are like, man, we ain't gonna get nothing out of these people. Just send them back. So the migras, they walk us all the way through all the people again, down to the beginning. They told us to go down that hallway. The bathroom is over there. Right. So then, no les miento, okay? No les miento. My brother Eligio, he told my grandma, he said, you know what, grandma? Let's try it again. Let's go and try it again. My grandma said, okay, hijo, vamos. So there we go. Pero this time, and listen to this, you guys. My brother was so intelligent, okay? And he was a little boy. Mi hermano, when we got to the corridor, mi hermano Eligio dijo, miren, vamos a hacerle asina. Ustedes hagan exactamente lo que hago yo. My brother told us, do exactly what I do. Let's try this now, okay? And mind you guys, we're from a little tiny town, okay? We don't know about sensors or none of that stuff. Dice mi hermano, when we get to that corridor, that hallway, you're gonna go like this. So just pretend my fingers is my brother, right? He said, when you get right to the edge, go like this. And he lifted up his leg really high up in there like this, and he would put it over like that, and then he would raise his other leg real high up in there like this, and go like that. Basically, he said to go like this. Look, he said, when you get to the edge right there, go like this. Like that. And then go like this. Like that, right? Just do exactly what I do. Y nosotros, that's what we did. When we got to the end of that corridor, right at the corner, we all copied my brother Eligio. He did that. He lifted up his first leg, boom, like that. And then he did the other one, boom, like that, okay? And then my poor little grandma did the same thing. My tias did the same thing. My brothers and my sisters, we all did the same thing. This time, no salió nada de migra. Íbamos caminando. It's a long hallway, you guys. I don't know if you guys have ever seen it, but it's a long hallway. When you're doing stuff like this, it's like time stands still. It's like so long, right? You're waiting for all this migra to jump out all of a sudden and chase my poor little grandma around. And so I kid you not, we got all the way to the other end of that long hallway. As soon as we opened those big doors, there's taxi drivers all over the place. And that little white kid was waiting for us right away. He's like, hey, ¿cómo estás? You know what I mean? I'm like, hey, what's up, man? So I followed that little kid. We all followed that little kid. There was a car waiting for us around the corner. And so we all jumped into that car, you guys. We all jumped into that car. There was 8 of us. The coyote, that little kid, and there was some lady with him. So there was about 10 people in that little car, right? And so that's the way that I snuck across the border when I was a little boy. That from there on, the coyote brought us to LA, where my dad was waiting for us. I had never met my dad before. That was the first day I met my dad. And so as God is my witness, that is a true story. Okay, so there, I'm done. Does anybody have any questions? Great story, man. Wow. And that's the truth. God is my witness that I told you the story exactly the way I remember it. So that's why I believe in miracles, because los milagros sí pasan. Ese día Dios mandó a la señora esa chuche para que nos hallara, okay? Because that taxi driver was trying to rip off my grandma. And God sent that lady at the perfect moment to meet us, to greet us, okay? And that's the God to honest truth. So the migra didn't get you. It got me twice. At the third time with the charm. All right, you guys. You're so animated when you say your story. Well, I'm trying to make it interesting, but honest to God, that is the truth. Okay, God can strike me down in lightning if that is not the way it happened. Okay, see, no lightning yet. Rápido, carnal. Is that right? God is good, says round it up. All right, you guys. God is so good all the time. Yes, God is good all the time, you guys. Thank you for the follows. I appreciate that very much, you guys. Do you have papers now? Laugh out loud. Yeah, right here. Look.
Ya tenemos 20 minutos.
Sí, mamá. Muchas gracias. Okay, you guys. So, anyways, esa es la historia de cuando yo pasé por la frontera. Yo burlé a la migra. La migra
pues,
a
no
mí
te
me
estás
agarró.
la migra porque
I'm sorry,
otras
Mom.
gente la pagan por.
Oh, that's right. My mom says that I'm making fun of la migra over here, and other people are gonna pay for it. So I'm sorry, Mom. No, but honestly, you guys, that's the way it happened. God sent that lady Chuche to meet us because that taxi driver was gonna rip us off. He was just gonna drive us all over Tijuana and take all my grandma's money. If my grandma was able to recognize that lady Chuche from the back in the middle of a majorly crowded street, my grandma recognized that lady just from the back. She's like, Chuchi, Chuchi. That lady turned around. They recognized each other like that. Okay, that lady started crying. My grandma started crying. And that lady took us to her house. And that taxi driver missed out on a lot of money because my grandma did have a lot of money. My dad sent her a lot of money to bring us all the way over here, right? So my grandma had money, but God sent that lady to intervene for us to get here safely is what I'm trying to say. Okay, you guys. So that's why I believe in miracles. Okay, because I've lived through miracles. I don't know how to explain what happened there that day, but that is a miracle. Okay, thank you very much. Dice aquí, ¡Viva México! Dice aquí el mexicano, órale. Your mom is so precious. She is.
México y América.
Y América también. Apoyando a México, claro que sí. Saludos from Colorado. Órale, thank you very much for the follows, everybody. Dice aquí, suegrita, muy buenos días, muy bendiciones. Buenos días. Okay, you guys.
¿Cómo se llama, pues, mi nuera? A ver.
Se llama Tapatía Lover, se llama tu nuerita, ma.
Oh.
Okay, thanks, you guys. Nacy says, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that very much. How did we know about censors? Okay, now as an adult, I understand what happened there, you guys. We didn't know what censors were. We never even been to a convenience store. You know, when you walk through the doors, it goes ding ding. You know, any liquor store you go to nowadays, ding ding. As soon as you walk in. Well, we were so from such a little small town. We didn't know nothing about that. But my brother, God gave him the knowledge that day to figure it out, and that's gotta be a miracle in itself. Okay. Okay, you guys. So I don't know how to explain it, but you know, I'm just telling you the way the story is. Now you can make assumptions for yourselves. You can try to explain it to yourself. I'm just explaining to you exactly the way it happened. Okay, so I'm telling you in front of God the story as I remember it. Okay, and that is the God's honest truth. All right, thank you for the follows. Appreciate that very much. Dice aquí, good morning. We make America great. That's right, we sure do. My mom and my dad have been here for many, many years, and they're one of the reasons why America is so great right now, because they have been here for over 50 years. My dad's been here for over 60 years, and they're the reason why America has been great all these years. Now they're retired and everything, so it's up to us to keep America great, okay? Thank you very much for the follows, you guys. Okay, tell the story about when my suegro came as a bracero. All right. You know what? It's already a little bit too late. I'm going to be going. I'm just going to tell it to you guys really quick. So, when my dad was young, había cartas que se ganaba la gente para venir como braceros. ¿Verdad? ¿Verdad que sí? My dad dice que when he was young, él aplicó.
Se mandó 3 años para calificar.
Okay, see, my mom's saying the same thing. When my dad was young in those days, él tenía, todavía no tenía la edad.
17, tenía como 13 o 14 por ahí.
Okay, see, my mom says he was about 13 or 14 years old. Okay, he had to lie about his age to be able to qualify for that program. And it wasn't just because you applied, you would get it. No, it was more like a lottery thing. My dad said que él se la sacó de pura milagro. ¿Verdad, papá?
Que hasta se la querían comprar.
Yeah. People even wanted to buy that letter of acceptance from my dad because that thing was worth a lot of money. Okay. So my dad, él les dijo que él tenía más de la edad que tenía. He was telling the people that he was actually older than he really was. So my dad, it took him 3 years to get that. Okay. So my dad came over here when he was still a little teenager and stuff. To the United States as a bracero.
Muy chico, tenía bigote, como de 12 años ya tenía bigote. 13 y 14.
Thank you so much for the gifts. I appreciate that very much, John. And so my dad, he came as a bracero when those programs were in those early years, okay? So ahora lo que va a pasar es, como están deportando a toda esta gente, van a tener que hacer esos programas otra vez de braceros to where Trump and his administration, they're going to have to bring those people back. They want law-blind immigrants. That's what they're gonna get. They're gonna have to do some kind of program to where they check you out, see if you qualify, make sure you're law-blind citizen and all that, and then they're gonna have to bring them over here para que junten los jitomates, para que corten las manzanas, las peras, todo, ¿ok? Porque se va a acabar los que hacen eso, que somos nosotros los mexicanos.
Porque los americanos son pelotones, son
pelotones
y semillones.
Y semillones.
Y tolondrones.
Y tolondrones.
Y
haraganes. ¿Verdad, ma?
Es la misma palabra. Y por no decir huevones, pues.
Tell the story. Okay, so that's the story about when my dad came as a bracero, okay, in those days.
No todos, pero casi todos.
My dad, that's why my dad, when we were growing up, you guys, we would ask my dad, hey, Dad, how come... Are we ever going to go back to Mexico? ¿Nunca nos vas a llevar para México? Y mi papá nos decía, ¿yo por qué los voy a llevar a un lugar donde los saqué, que estaban sufriendo? Yo no voy a gastar mi dinero para que ustedes vayan de vacaciones. Si ustedes quieren ir a México, ustedes guarden su dinero y ustedes vayan. Okay? My dad would tell us that. He was like, I'm not going to be spending my hard-earned money to take you on vacation to somewhere where you were suffering that I got you out of. I am not going to be wasting my money to take you guys back there. If you guys want to go, you save your own money and you go. So that's one of the reasons why we never went back.
Como está de peligroso de que cállate que porque traes, que porque y uno ni lleva nomás al puro pasaje. No va porque son muy tiranos con la gente y uno pues no lleva mucho dinero nomás para ir y venir y luego ya allá le dicen si no te mocho el dedo y ándale.
No, I don't vote for Trump or Kamala, okay, you guys? I don't do politics. I think politics are a waste of my time. If I'm going to vote for somebody, it's going to be my mom, okay? She would make a great president. She would make America great. So, no, I don't vote for Trump. I don't vote for Kamala. None of those fools. That's a waste of time. And no, I don't work on a lineman, and I don't work on an oil rig either. I'm a masonry contractor, okay? Thank you very much. Dice, we believe you. We know you are a man of your word. Thank you very much. Round it up. Appreciate that very much. Well, like I'm telling you this story as best as I remember. And God is watching me telling you this story, okay? I'm not going to be sitting here looking at you and lying to you. God is watching me, listening to me. He knows that the story I just told you is the truth, okay? Miracles do happen. How many kids are there? Okay, there's 6 of us in my family. I have 3 brothers and 2 sisters. Good morning, beautiful grandma, says Esty. Good morning. You have a beautiful mom. Amen. Thank you very much. Hello. They said politics are part of everyone's life, though. Yeah, I know, but I try not to make it part of my life. Sending love and strength to you both. Thank you very much. More Margie. Thank you, Margie. Madness. Mom for president. Ya te vamos a hacer presidenta a ti, ma.
No.
Sí, mamá. No. Mamá, tú puedes hacer America Great otra vez, ma.
No, yo soy mamá fina.
All right. Hola, ¿qué tal? Buenos y bendiciones días. Gracias, Sarah His. Thank you for the follow, you guys. Appreciate that very much. Thank you, says Sergi. You're welcome. From where was your father? My dad's from Michoacán. Dice aquí, thank you very much for all the gifts, you guys. Appreciate it very much. Thank you for the follows. Thank you, Jose. Hi, Mama. Dice aquí, really, Riley, right? Mom is beautiful. Thank you, Sergi. Appreciate that.
Gracias por lo de beautiful y pues le creo a él porque él me mira beautiful, pero otras personas me decían que muy chiquilla yo y por eso yo le puse la garza lagunera y por eso le puse a la otra la changa platanera.
La changa platanera, ma? All right. Says, Patsy says, does your mom speak English? Okay, let's ask her. Mom, do you speak English, Mom?
A la Rubit.
All right.
Entiendo algunas pepenadas, pero sí fui poquito a la escuela de noche aquí, en Santa Rosa. Ahí por la Corva estaba una escuela para adultos.
All right, you guys. So, yeah, this no says, yo pensaba que su mamá era gringa. Ya ves, más tú pareces. Hey, les voy a platicar una historia aquí de volada. Cuando estábamos chiquitos, we were little kids here, and we used to live in Santa Rosa, right on Pelham Hill Road. There's a store there right now que es la Lolas, okay? Pero antes de que fuera Lolas, allí se llamaba You Save Super. Sí. Y una vez, cuando estábamos chiquillos, mi mamá, ella fue a la tienda esa, You Save Super, right? Y dice mi mamá que andaba la migra allí correteando a la raza, a las señoras que andaban ahí entre la tienda.
Se llevó 500 del pescado, 500 personas.
Okay, from the fish processing plant here in Santa Rosa, my mom says they took 500 people that day, okay? And they were trying to get people, okay? Y dice mi mamá que la migra ni siquiera... A ver, madre, tú cuéntale.
Hoy estaba hablando, porque yo trabajaba en una nursería que se llamaba La Frag, La Rana, y estaba yo hablando con la patrona, y le dije, ay, pues ahí anda la migra, ¿qué hago? Dijo usted, si silencita allí. Pasaban corriendo y yo con el celular pues hablando con ella. Y luego ya se fue la trifulca que le corro, estaba muy cerquita de mi casa.
Yeah, so see how my mom looks, she looks white, right? So the migra was running around chasing las pobres señoras que andaban ahí en the supermarket.
Pero yo me estaba encomendando pues también a Dios.
My mom was shitting her pants on the
payphone.
Que
no tengan ojos para verme, ni oídos para escucharme, ni nada.
She was praying to God that the migra wouldn't have eyes to see her or ears to listen to her, or you know how that she was saying that blessings yesterday for the migra. She was actually praying that for herself in that moment.
Limpió la tienda de gente y corrían por ahí la gente y yo pues estaba rezando la oración y al mismo tiempo hablando con la patrona y usted se silencia, no corra. Volteaban y me mirarían o no, yo no sé, pero pasaron allí casi por encima de mí y era un teléfono público y no se me arrimaron y luego ya después supe que se había llevado, limpiado el pescado donde trabajaban 500 personas, se llevaron de allí 500.
500 people, okay, from the fish processing place here in Santa Rosa that day, and my mom was shitting her pants on the payphone, telling her boss that the migra's here. What should I do? And she's praying to her in her head, and that lady told her just stand still, don't do anything. And that's why my mom, she kept pretending she's on the phone, blah, 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 in her poor little pants. And the migra missed her. They didn't ask her for anything. Because look, she looks white.
Y soy bien cobarde y allí ni miedo. Pues sí tenía pues mucho miedo. Pero yo me hacía como que nomás miraba correr y ya. Y los hombres, corre. Me pasó esa vez. Pero yo estaba rezando la oración esa y pidiéndole de corazón, porque si uno no le pide de corazón a Dios nuestro Señor, pues Él sabe nuestra mente si no está diciéndolo de corazón.
Mire, madre, yo me voy a tener que ir, pero ahí si me puedes dar una bendición para irme con paz, madre. Y sí. Si puedes darnos una bendición aquí para todos los que estén mirando, todos los que tengan miedo a la migra, todos los que los pueda afectar eso, mi mamá les va a hacer un recito aquí para todos ustedes que tienen problemas con su inmigración y para ustedes que tienen a sus hijos, sus tías o los que sean que tienen problemas con la inmigración. Mi mamá les va a dar un rezo aquí para todos ustedes.
En el nombre sea de Dios Padre, de Dios Hijo, de Dios Espíritu Santo. Amén. Te pido, Dios mío, ayuda a estas familias, las que tengan una preocupación, un enfermo, o también tengan temor a esas policías que se llama la migra o el ICE, que recen la oración. Ah, Señor, que mis enemigos no tengan poder en mí, que no tengan ojos para verme, que no tengan boca para blasfemarme, que no tengan pies para perseguirme, que las armas de fuego no disparen, los cuchillos se doblen, los sables se quiebren. Pero en fin, Señor, todo lo que esté en contra de mí y de mi familia, venga un aire y se los lleve a la región del olvido. Amén. En nombre de Dios Padre, de Dios Hijo y de Dios es en la boca. En nombre sea de Dios Padre, de Dios Hijo en el ombligo, de Dios Espíritu, de Dios Espíritu Santo. Amén. Se me va la onda a veces. Disculpen.
All right, guys. So, thank you very much for listening to that story I just told you guys about how I snuck into the United States. Okay, you guys, and I'm not telling the story because because of this or that. I'm just telling you the stories because it really happened to me. Okay, and so that's why I believe in miracles, because God sent a few miracles for us to be able to get across and bypass la migra. And so me as an adult now, I realize that miracles do happen. I analyzed what happened that day, and I could see all the miracles that God
10
had for
minutos
us.
te faltan y ya ándale para que
Sí,
lo que
mamá.
te trepas al carro y todo.
Ya me voy, madre. Okay, you guys, muchas gracias. Que Dios me los bendiga. I hope God takes care of you out there. Tengan cuidado con la migra. Y nomás tengan cuidado. Nomás no anden haciendo cosas que no deben para que no los agarren tan fácil. Ok, si van a ir a tirar el rol, no vayan a tirar el rol hoy. Ok, nomás vayan a hacer las necesidades. Porque si andan para arriba y para abajo y poniendo música y que les vale machín, entonces a ustedes los van a agarrar. Pero si se portan bien y andan con cuidado, Dios los va a cuidar. ¿Verdad, amor?
Sí. Muchos
I'm calling
niños
ice cream.
se los han
Like that,
llevado
that's
ya,
cute.
ellos ya con los niños que han ya tienen sus papeles y todo. Se fue un niño para allá, no niño ya de la high school, que no lo aguantaban y lo echaron para allá, y entonces sus padres no pagaron y le dijo que no, y él quería, pues no estaba impuesto allá, y se atravesó el río y se ahogó.
Wow, Mom. All right, you guys. So anyways, that's one of the reasons I wanted to tell this story also about La Migra, because a lot of people think that I'm a Mexican hater. They think I hate Mexicans because I'm always wearing this hard hat with the United We Stand American flag. I don't wear it because of that. I wear it because we are making America great, okay? And we stand united. So don't wear it because I'm a Trump supporter. I don't wear it because I voted for Kamala or none of those idiots, okay? I wear it because I do believe in America. America's gonna become great.
Bye.
Okay, you guys, I'm sorry, but I gotta go.
Sorry, pero ya es la hora.
All right, you guys, thank you very much for your patience. I'm out of here.
Ayer se me olvidó rezar por José.
Oh, sí.
Que tenía mucho sueño
el
y
señor
se
que
me
se
olvidó.
murió.
Sí. Y,
Okay.
Pero ahora yo voy a empezar el novenario ahora. Por su amigo, y pues usted mi amigo mío, y no le hace que no fuera. Una oración no se niega, y aunque le digan te pago, no se vende la palabra, para que hay personas como los testigos de Jehová y que caen con dinero, y algunas otras pues estas no. En la iglesia católica nomás lo que uno quiera dar, y nunca andan ahí. Si pasan el plato es ok, porque ellos también tienen gastos. También el cura come y viste y calza, y luego lucecitas por aquí, un jardín por acá y allá, y la gente nomás está con la tijera, las otras cestas. No fíjate en eso. Nosotros duramos 5 años limpiando la iglesia San Rosa allá de la plaza, y no cobraban nada. Un día mi esposo se llevó una cartera bien llena de dinero y fuimos y se la llevamos allí al señor y era de una señora que reparte las cartas y se le había tirado ahí.
Ok, guys, thank you very much. Ya nos vamos, muchas gracias. Tengan cuidado con la migra. Migra, no sean tan gachos con la raza. Thank you very much. Bye bye. Bye.